Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu Paratatve Sadalino Ramakrishna Samajnaya Yo Dharmastapanarato Viresham Tam Namamyaham. Om Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrabhyo Vamsharishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha Adigurum Jagadvandyam Lokadisham Paratparam Namayuga Pravartaram Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Shri Sharadam Vishwamatam Shishyavrandam Shodasham Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Yes, we are on the way to enter into Vedānta Sāra. Vedānta Sāra, the essence of Vedānta. The whole Vedānta, its essence. What is Vedānta? We saw yesterday, the Vedas are divided into 3 sections: Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, and Jnana Kanda. There are 3 divisions we saw in the last class, and Jnana Kanda refers to the last part where Upanishads are predominant. The Upanishads give the ultimate reality. What is the ultimate reality? When the term reality comes into existence, we take the understanding, is this world real? Am I real? What is reality? Because everything is missing now and then. I am there looking at this world. Next moment I must leave. The world has disappeared. My body has disappeared. I am taken to another dimension unrelated to body. What happened to the world? And now, after leaving this physical world, I am there in the dream world. A dream world, I am there and identifying with the dream body there, I experience the joys and sorrows of dream world. How did I identify with that body? When will I know? When I come back. Oh, dream world never existed. It was an imaginary world created by mind, and I entered into it. I identified with the reality. It was a dream world. How did I enter? What happened? And after some times, the dream world also disappears. The dream world disappears, and I am in deep sleep. I am passing through waking, dreaming, and deep sleep, 3 levels of consciousness. What is reality? Is dream world real? Is waking state real? Then how did I miss? Why did it disappear from my awareness consciousness? Is this body real? With which I would identify the dream body also. Now I am identifying with physical body, which is real. The question of truth comes into existence. In that way, we see, is this world real? How did we miss it? In dream, it was not at all there. So here comes into 3 in all the philosophies. The Vedanta is one of the philosophies. And Vedanta doesn't end with, though we take it for granted nowadays, Vedanta is associated deeply with Advaita Vedanta. Apart from Vedanta, the Vedanta end portion of Vedas, Upanishads and all are adopted by most all philosophies, especially Bhakti schools of Vedanta. Dvaita, Vishishta Dvaita, all these people, Shakta, Shaiva, all these people take authority from Vedas. If Vedic authority is not there, it is invalid in Hinduism. So, the Vedas are taken by almost all sections of philosophy. We see in philosophy, what do we see in philosophy? Three entities. All Indian philosophies deal with three entities: Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. I am there. Like me, so many Jivas are there. Jiva, Jagat is there. Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. Perhaps a power which is governing the whole universe, all the activities going on, my life is going on. Who is governing? What is that governing power? Now, these three entities are dealt with all the philosophy, Shaddarshanas, the Jiva, Jagat and Seva. And then, ultimate reality. How do we say it is ultimate reality? Ladder can be reversed. Whether that is the ultimate or this is the ultimate. Now, when we come to the globe, earth, when you see the earth, which is top and which is bottom? I am standing like this, American is standing like this. Which is top? He says that is the top, and we say this is the top. Now, which is the top, which is the bottom? When there are, directions are there, but the top and bottom is questionable. So Vedanta, when we say, because why do we say then one Vedanta? Because there is one without a second, one existence. Ultimately there remains one existence from which multiplicity, multifarious universes, number of universes, each universe is a multifarious, constantly changing flux, presents in the absolute existence and disappears again. Now that absolute existence, the ultimate reality is taken. So in Vedanta, the main topic is there is one without a second. It is all other things are manifestations of that. Manifestations. The same when it acquires a different state, we call it manifestation. Now water is there, a ocean, somewhere because of excessive cold, and ice appears. Now entirely distinct is ice from water. But in ice, except water, nothing is there. Only water is there. But it is distinct from the water. It is distinction without difference. This aspect of Vedanta, what all you see is Brahman. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma. All this. So, how do we, that one has manifested? Can we see that? The ultimate realization, what we get is, everything is God. Everything is God. That vision, where there is basic existential identity, though name, form, qualities, guna, karma may differ, nama, rupa may differ, but material is one. So this aspect is taken up by how to systematically, how do we go and how do we understand the reality. That is brought into the Vedānta Sāra. Now, before we enter into the main text, it's a beautiful, it's an epitome. And what we see is a treatise on the Vedanta, a treatise. We call it in Sanskrit Prakarana Grantha. It's Prakarana Grantha. There are so many Prakarana Granthas written to explain what is Vedanta. We have to, if you go by systematic way, we'll understand what it is. But this is the Vedānta Sāra by Sadananda, is the simplest one we get. And most of the people adopt this in the beginning of the Vedantic studies, including our Ramakrishna Mission, our training center, and all this, wherever we begin the Vedantic studies with the Sadananda's Vedānta Sāra. Sadananda is one of the Shankaracharya's Darshanami Sampradaya of Sannyasa. Sannyasi is one who officially renounces the Vedic karmas, or one who has given himself entirely without any reservation to the realization of God and possesses nothing just for sustenance of the body till he realizes God, till he realizes the ultimate truth. He depends on a few things which is absolutely necessary for his bodily existence and tries to be in the world seeing the divine everywhere. But how do we begin our life? Now we have renounced. So many sannyasis and brahmacharis, brahmacharinis, matajis are there in the Sharda Foundation. All of whole Ramakrishna Math and Mission. How do we begin our sadhana? Total based on the Vedanta. Now we worship God. What is God? Now here the identity we bring into picture. Traditionally, in the beginning, Saguna Sakara is taken. So we have a temple. We have the pictures of Sri Ramakrishna, the avatara for the modern times, Mother Sharada and Vinayakananda in the altar. There we, morning till night, there is regular worship and all things going on one side. On the other side, we sing bhajans, singing, morning prayers, meditation, everything is done there. And then we have the service work here and there, wherever possible, to the extent possible, we serve this society and other things. This is second part. And in some time, we sit calmly, morning and evening, when our duties of life external is over, we sit quietly, trying to enter within the inward journey. Who am I? What is this universe? What is beyond? What is Brahman? With that search, with the searchlight of intellect. And this intellect has to be, any light needs an energy to give the light. What energy do we have to focus on the reality, absolute reality, the ultimate reality? What? Only Shastra, the studies, what we begin the study, and what the Upanishads say, that is the food that we feed to our intellect. And that intellect converts that ideas given to focus on the reality and search. The search begins. The search, inquiry into the reality. That is, we see again here, three divisions in which we worship God. One is now how the Vedanta is made into picture in our life. In the shrine, we sing the names and glories of God. In before the image of Sri Ramakrishna or whatever image a shrine has got, we sing the name of God is there as Saguna Sakara. God is here in our services. Shiva Jnane Jiva Seva. Oh, this universe is manifestation of God. Every moment you must remember, this is Vishwarupa. My life is a sacrifice. Constantly, it's going away, going away. A cosmic sacrifice is going on, in which every life comes into existence, remains for a while, offers its life, disappears. A constant cosmic yajna is going on in so many lives coming and going away. Self-centered life, they live and go. Now, can you convert it into a sacrifice, yajna? Life must become a yajna. Now, this life is now offered, this Ahuti is going on, burning away, our life is coming and appearing, disappearing within that time. Let this Ahuti be this sacrifice of life be consciously done. It is going, it is even otherwise, it is going into the nature by the nature of the nature only. Still, we wish to do it consciously so that we evolve to our divinehood. The yajna is going on, I consciously do. This is the cosmic form of God. A hungry man you feed, you must remember you are feeding God. You are sweeping the streets, then you must know you are worshipping God. Any act of yours, anybody says anything, when we go take sannyasa, first discipline they say, anybody of your senior, whatever he orders, just obey. That is the way you suppress your ego. Otherwise, ego will never go. So, the first discipline is obey. Then, if you have doubt, later on ask, why it could have been this way, it could have been that way, why did you say like this, why did you say, why not like this? You can discuss without arguments. That is our first discipline, what they teach us when we come out of the training center. You are going back to your center hereafter. Don't argue, don't disobey. Implicit obedience, not explicit. After telling I obey, no. Expect what they expect from you. Do. Their ego is completely erased. It's a preparation for the vision of God, for the enlightenment of Buddha. So spiritual enlightenment comes very individually, God dissolves. It doesn't matter what is lost and every opportunity is given. When the shocks come, you must know, oh, I have ego. Lord, give me more shocks if I possess that anymore. So this is how we get rid of. And ready to do any work anybody says anytime. So much humility. You have plenty of time apart from your work and duties to contemplate. While doing activities, you can go on contemplating on God, thinking of. First principle is you are seeing God in this world. 3 aspects of God, one in the temple, same is there as the universe here. Then I take up inward journey. I sit for meditation. I slowly turn inward. I want to cross Annamaya, Pranamaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. All these layers I want to cross and go and see who am I? The Atman. So here we come across the important part, God as the Antaryamin. So 3 aspects of I am approaching God in 3 ways because I am endowed with that skill, that faculties. I can sing the names and glories of God. I can serve with body and mind. And I can have self-control. self-control I can have and take up the inward journey. So these three are one reality. We are approaching in three different ways. If you understand the Vedanta, you will not have conflict between work and worship. All things you will be able to convert into one reality, one sadhana. We will continue in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.